Hello and welcome to episode 268 of the Daily Sales Message Sales Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. If you're new around here, as I hard swallowed, there we go. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell. I teach people how to sell for a living. For me, selling comes in two parts. You have to have a clear sales message, first of all. You've got to be able to explain what you offer, and you need selling confidence, the ability to be relaxed and comfortable and confident in a selling situation. In this episode, we're talking about why you're not really getting much inbound inquiry. Why aren't you getting people in your DMs, in your emails, messaging, reaching out to you, wanting to buy? There's a main reason for this, a main reason, and it comes down to clarity of your offer. Do you actually make it clear? And this sounds just wildly rude and blunt, but do you actually make it clear of like what you're actually trying to sell to people or what you actually want them to do? Because it's a really common mistake people don't. And you only have to look at other people's LinkedIn profiles in particular to think, well, you seem like a really capable person, but what's the offer? Like, what's your service? What's your product? I don't understand. So making it clear, making it obvious. So this is an obvious sales message moment. Making it obvious. What do you actually sell? What do you want people to do? For me in particular, on LinkedIn and even on this podcast, it's not so much about the direct selling. It's about using a lead magnet, a lead mechanism to bring people into my world. So it's very rare on this podcast I'll say, hey, you should buy my course. It's brilliant. Aren't I amazing? You should hire me. Aren't I amazing? But I will, on a very regular basis, talk about the selling confidence score lead magnet that I have, where you can get a score of how well you're doing at selling and where you can improve, and you get a free action plan, etc. That's me making a clear call to action, CTA, making it clear what I'm offering you, what I want. Although I'm not offering directly to sell something to you, if you opt in for that, you're making yourself known to me. You're now a lead, you're now a prospect, and we may have conversations thereafter, but it's about making it clear and obvious. So in your own business, are you making it clear and obvious what you actually sell and the offers and freebies and paid for things that you actually have? If you don't, this is your wake-up call to do that, because that is one of the reasons why people aren't sliding into your DMs or emailing you, because they don't really understand what you're offering, and that's a very difficult conversation to begin. It's just there's too much resistance there. Hey James, love what you do, but I don't really understand like how you can help me. Can you explain your services? That's not an easy message for most people to write. They just won't bother. They'll go somewhere else. So have a look at that today on your socials, on your website. Are you being clear with your call to action, your CTA? What do you actually want people to do? Where's the clear offer here, the clear value? And if there isn't any, now's the time to add that in. So that's it for this episode. Tomorrow in episode 269, we're going to be talking about dialectical thinking, which is a fascinating concept, and it answers a lot of questions for me, and it's something that I only learned really in the last few months, but I've been aware of for the longest time. I just didn't know the word for it ultimately, but I'll explain more about that tomorrow. In the meantime, I've plugged it once, I'll plug it twice. sellingconfidencescore.com. If you got 2 minutes, you can answer 20 yes, no questions. You'll get a score of how well you're doing at selling, where you can improve, and the most important piece of all, an action plan with simple, practical, free, pretty much instantaneous to implement stuff of how to improve. It's all there for the taking at sellingconfidencescore.com. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode.